Every night, it's the same thing. The cold, dark interior of the cave, the soft crackling of the blue campfire, the 3 empty seats. But unlike the night I was kidnapped, this one seems to go on for an eternity. I try to get up and move, but I can't bring myself to do it. It's as if I'm not actually there. It's as if someone else is in control of my body. As I sit there, I hear the faint sound of footsteps, each one closer and closer. I tell myself to run, to scream, to move, to do something, but I can't even blink. It's as if I'm paralyzed. The footsteps finally end when I can hear the shallow breathing of someone right next to me. I see the shadow of an arm rise up from the edge of my vision. I try once more to move, to flinch, but just as the arm is about to make contact, I rip upwards, out of bed, drenched from sweat, or possibly the rain. I should probably finish building my house soon.
I retrieved the axolotl from Epsie's base about a week or so back. I don't know if I've lost it or misplaced it, but I can't find it. And on top of that, both of the other animals, the fox and chickabee, they're also missing. And I'm not sure what happened to them. The only thing that was left is this. I don't know who did it, but come on guys, really? On the top of my mountain? Really? Also, beware the birch. A bunch of these have been showing up around the place. I'm assuming this is Peach's. We did this back in Project Aussie. It's got Peach's name written all over it. Since my encounter with the Rollercoaster Gang, things have been made pretty obvious that the comfort of this world in TinkerTown has made me relaxed and complacent. The gear I lost during the kidnapping was far outdated compared to that of the Rollercoaster Gang, or RCG for short. I also have almost zero means of protection against anything. The tools the RCG had were made up of all sorts of different metals I'd never seen before. We must get them. Not just for myself, but for the safety and survival of TinkerTown and its residents. So any and all excess clay that we found has been going directly into the smeltery. And that clay's been going directly into making seared stone, the very first step in upgrading our forge. The second step was to forge new basic tools to replace the old ones so that we were capable of acquiring more metals. Because right now we have nothing, and we need something. And while we might be behind in the tools regard, there's another part that we're quickly soaring farther and farther ahead. The steam engine has come to TinkerTown. You might remember seeing snippets of it before, and you're probably like, wow, this doesn't look as impressive as it did before. Well, with the steam power, we've been able to reduce the size of everything to a fraction of its previous size, as well as increase its efficiency. Kind of. It's complicated. The secret underground facility has been completely reworked, and in doing so, its efficiency has increased by at least 600%. In fact, it's so efficient, some might say it's no longer efficient at all because it backlogs and gets stuck momentarily after beginning work, and arguably it's no longer efficient. But to do what we do now here, we used to fill up this whole place, just machines to the brim. But it's a fraction of the size. We just have to figure out the efficiency thing, and so it stops clogging, and then everything's fine again. So it's like it's almost efficient. Like the efficiency is almost there. On top of the factory, with the switch to steam power, most of our windmills have become useless, and they're just kind of there for, you know, cosmetic reasons, except for this one. Susan's hard at work. Steam engines require a lot of water, so Susan up there, she pumps in a lot of the water for us, straight down from the ocean, lake. I guess it's kind of more like a really big lake. While preparing for my first major spelunking operation, I found something potentially troubling, as well as I bumped into someone I hadn't seen in a little while. Spen, I might have caused you harm in the past, but I promise I did not mean to do any of the sort. It's not much, but take it. I hope we'll meet again. Kindly, the Shade.
Spentaneous?
Hey, Emily!
Hey, how have you been? It's been a bit.
Yeah, things have been a little crazy. Do you know who the Shade is?
Honestly, no. I did receive, like, something in the mail, though.
Oh, you got a thing in the mail as well about the election?
Yeah.
Everyone in TinkerTown has received these letters. Technically, there really is no role for mayor. It's more of like this figurehead position. Shh, don't tell them that. You see, TinkerTown's in a bit of a rough position. We currently have no income. And now the RCG's made itself present. Casper and Sigma have been fiddling around with magic. And Peaches, well, Peaches He's probably up to something. But with all these factions starting to rise up, and then also Peaches, TinkerTown's been starting to fall behind. And this is where the role of mayor comes in. Every single resident within TinkerTown is going to receive 10 ballots. How they decide to divvy the ballots, it's entirely up to them, and they can do so in any way they want between any sort of election candidate, person running, whatever you want to call them. But each resident is also shortly soon going to receive a secret letter. From, I don't know who, someone random they'll never know. It's me, I'm the secret person. I'm gonna be sending them the letter. And this secret letter will be telling them about the secret ballot machine that can be found down in phase 1 of the mall, because none of the other phases are made yet. It's the only spot that we could put it. And if they were to say drop a diamond into said closed for construction ballot box, then they'll receive a ballot that they can then use for an extra vote. I mean, you should by now be able to see where I'm going with this. Whoever wins this election is either gonna have the biggest wallet or the largest financial backing. Not only will the most financially capable person win the election, but all the proceeds from the secret ballot box will also go directly into TinkerTown's coffers and sequentially my own pockets. Oh, it's truly diabolical. At first, I did think about opening the election to everybody on the server because then there'd be more money coming in. You know, we probably get more rich people because let's be honest, the people from TinkerTown probably aren't the richest unless they've been secretly hiding money from me, and if so, they haven't paid off their debts yet. But I didn't want just some random person walking up with a big pocket and saying, well, I shall be mayor, and then them doing whatever they want. It's gotta be someone who truly cares about TinkerTown, like our residents, the people that live here, the people who are truly invested in what's going on. So that's why we haven't opened it up to everybody. Plus, depending on how this goes, maybe it'll draw more people into TinkerTown, because they'll be like, well, mayor, I like being mayor, so they'll join TinkerTown, we'll start a membership fee. I can see the ideas coming now. Oh, that's cool. Are you gonna run?
I honestly don't know. I'm not really sure at the minute.
Well, I mean, from your past experience, I think you do a great job.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Have you heard of the Rollercoaster Gang?
No, actually. I've just been kind of here alone, barricaded in my house. I have not come out since I last saw you.
First, I thought maybe they were from your world, because they had just jumped as well, but they didn't recognize your name. They would have known if I'd said, hey, do you know Emily? And if they were in the same world as you, they would have been like, oh, Emily, our queen? Like, they would have known. That would have made sense to them. Maybe? If you see them, you know, just be cautious. They're a little on edge. David especially is a little prone to violence, although the others are too. Oh. They knocked me out and dragged me away. And I lost all my tools. So now I've got an iron pickaxe and an iron axe. I had to start over again.
Okay, well, now I'm a little scared now.
Yeah.
I have my little dagger though, so they don't want to see the big dagger come out.
Yeah, no, they don't. Oh, in your last world, did you know anything about magic?
No.
Have you experienced any sort of magic in this world?
Not particularly, no. I haven't seen anything.
If anything magical happens where magic is like altering things or affecting things, or even just the word comes up, can you let me know?
Yeah, definitely.
And if you see an axolotl, let me know. I finally got my axolotl back, and now I can't find it. I don't know if I put it somewhere. I don't know if it got out again. I don't know if somebody else took it, but I got it back and now it's gone.
Put it on a leash.
Yeah.
You need to put it on a leash, Spentaneous. Like.
I really should, but also if you see it, just let me know. It's
absolutely.
Some weird stuff's been happening with it.
Don't make me have flashbacks from when I said nothing bad's gonna happen when I first met you, please.
Yeah, well, nothing but bad things has happened, except, well, there are a few good things. We got a new elevator. I upgraded it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 120% positive it's melty-proof.
That's good.
Oh, and then I told you about Sigma, right?
Yeah.
So the Sigma that's here isn't Sigma, it's actually Gnoma.
Oh, okay.
And so David, Leontine, and Serendipity are the three people that came from the other world. David, he has entirely different memories, and then Saren remembers all of them being there, but Leon doesn't remember some of it, so things are confusing and weird, and maybe there's alternate reality. Oh. Maybe there's other worlds with other realities with like other us's.
God. That's kind of crazy to think about.
There's just so many things pointing towards that being a possibility.
Yeah, definitely. That's... Oh.
But while Emily was in the area, I thought why not show her them all? And maybe even try to get a little bit of money out of her. You wouldn't have to have any diamonds on you, would you?
No, I don't.
It didn't work. We wrapped up things there, said goodbye, and then I began working on increasing the power of TinkerTown within the server. But before we really get into that, we still gotta go get those resources. So we're gonna go get those resources. I still don't have any armor and my tools suck.